I think the idea of recycled water is gaining momentum in society, and people are becoming more accepting of using recycled water, especially where we can, especially for like irrigation purposes and for cooling towers of the commercial buildings, those kinds of things, maybe for toilets in office buildings. So that's becoming more and more acceptable. And I think that is driving up the demand for these kinds of facilities. You know, California is prone to droughts every several years, and recycled water helps provide sustainability through those droughts. This helps alleviate some of that pressure on them. If we can reuse that resource that we have and use recycled water, then that allows them to use their potable water allocation for the rest of the citizens, the rest of the companies that move in, the rest of the businesses that grow. The district wanted to do what they felt was responsible as far as serving the community. Sharon Heights had a need to irrigate their golf course with sustainable water. And so it kind of made sense that we partner with Sharon Heights to be able to utilize the resource that we have, wastewater, turn it into recycled water, where then the golf course can use it for irrigating and not have to use otherwise potable water. The golf course that we're serving utilizes probably over 600,000 gallons a day in potable water. Now some of that is for their fairways, and some is they have a lot of redwood trees, and so we're looking to supplant that use with the recycled water. When we did the RFP process, the request for proposal process, we got down to three major proposals, and Anderson Pacific is the contractor. They're building the unit, and they partnered with Waterworks Engineering. So each of the contractors that we interviewed did pretty much the same thing. They had an engineering group that they would partner with to do the design build facet of it. Woodard Curran is our project managers. They were the contractors that helped us put together the feasibility study, helped us get the state revolving fund loan, and then managed the project as it went along in the design build phases. Partnerships we had with also Fry and Loretta Engineering to help us with to put those easements together and to help us do the inspection on the pipeline as it was put in. And then we had the partnership with Sharon Heights. We got a state revolving fund loan to fund the project, and then Sharon Heights pays us back on the annual payments for that. We also had a partnership with the city of Menlo Park to provide us the recycled water purveyorship so that we could distribute recycled water in that area. As with any project, there's always something that you didn't plan for or didn't know going in, something that's changed. And in this project, one of the big things was we were going to cross the Caltrans right away. We later discovered there's gas lines in the way of our path for putting the pipeline that goes from the influent pump station that takes the raw wastewater and pumps it to the treatment plant. We found it was better to put our pipe alignment within the Caltrans right away, and that took us over a year to get that permit from Caltrans, but we finally did. Their caveat was they wanted some of the recycled water to use for their street sweeping purposes on the freeway that's right there next to the golf course. So initially, the thought was to take the raw wastewater where we're going to intercept it on close to Sand Hill Boulevard there, and bring the line up Sand Hill Road to the treatment facility. And through the design build process, then the alignment of that pipe was moved off to the side of the road in the walking path. And so we were able to avoid a lot of the work that would have been impacting the traffic. The end result, though, that came out of that was then the city got a whole new walking path in that area. And it needed to be rehabilitated anyway, so it actually came out as a win-win for everybody. Rather than have a big reservoir for recycled water, we can pump to the Sharon Heights Golf Course pond, and they can store over 1 million gallons of the recycled water there. And then we have a level indicator at the pond, so we can tell how full or empty their pond is and how much recycled water we need to produce and how much we need to refill that pond, and when it gets to a certain level we can start slowing down. It's all been dialed in as the seasons adjust, as the need and the demands adjust. And one of the nice things we were able to do at that treatment plant was to screen it. It's behind some of the redwood trees that they already have, and we did some other screening around the project and landscaped it, and it looks really nice and it's really hard to see from the golf course. All of our other pump stations in our system are above ground. We were able to put this pump station underground, and so from the street view you really see nothing. There's nothing there, but it's under the street. The only thing above ground is the controls, but we have those screened with new bushes and landscaping, so it's really unobtrusive. And then part of the, I don't know if it's technology, but part of the groundbreaking innovation, I think, of this project is just the public-private partnership. That doesn't happen very often. And for the public sector and the private sector to come together and work on a project that benefits the whole community is not only challenging, but it's rewarding, and it's just not utilized real often. So it was a once-in-a-life opportunity for me to be involved in putting something like that together. And the district too. This is something new to the district. So it's all groundbreaking from the perspective of West Bay Sanitary District. So this recycled water treatment facility is designed to produce 1.5 million gallons of recycled water a day. And that would supplant them from using potable water on their golf courses. That frees up a lot of water for the city of Menlo Park to use. In its membrane bioreactor, it gives us a smaller footprint. And we're able to use the slope of the landscape there where the treatment facility is to offset having to pump from one process to another in the treatment plant. And so that helps save us some money, but also saves electricity, and it compacts the footprint of the facility as well. We put dual odor control, so we had redundancy built in for the odor control, so there's no smells leaving the treatment plant. And it's virtually noiseless, I mean, unless you're right on top of the treatment plant. And even then, the noise level is, we can talk to each other just fine over the noise level of the treatment plant. Another phase of what West Bay is looking at doing is seeing if we can't put a recycled treatment plant in what we call the Bayfront area, where we have a lot of the companies like Facebook and Instagram and different folks out there. They want to be as green as possible. They want the LED type of buildings. So they're looking at recycled water. In addition, the city is mandating that any of the buildings that are over 250,000 square feet have some form of recycled water. So we're looking to help them meet that challenge by doing a regional recycled water plant in that area. So then that's all been kind of a result of this project. You know, just one thing leads to another. So when you have positive result, people want to repeat it, and it makes sense. And this would be a very responsible way for the district to use its wastewater as a resource to help provide less dependency on potable water for some of these commercial properties. I think this was one of the highlights of my career, be involved in such a recycled water project like this. It's certainly been very rewarding, and it's something I can look back on and say, yeah, I was involved in getting that completed. But I had a great team to work with. I have some of the best people working here at West Bay that really supported me. The West Bay Sanitary District Board has been super supportive. And it really met one of the big goals that the district had for a lot of years, is to, how to use our wastewater as a resource and be serving our community the best we can in the most economical fashion that we can.